Hi everyone, Jody with the Ring Lord here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make Aura 4, which is a weave by Corvus. I've tested ring sizes in 5 different size combinations, ranging from 20 gauge AWG all the way up to 14 gauge SWG. There is a ring size guide on our Facebook page that will tell you the ring sizes and rings per unit for this weave. I've also included that information at the beginning of this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to make sure that you are notified when we have new content on our channel. I'm going to make 2 units for you to show you how to make this weave. We'll be doing the 16 gauge SWG version. So 16 gauge SWG is 1.6 millimeter wire diameter. This is 3/8 of an inch ID. You'll need 1 for each unit. You will need 8 closed and 8 open 16 gauge SWG 7/32 of an inch internal diameter rings, and 4 16 gauge SWG 3/16 of an inch internal diameter rings. And so that is for each unit that you want to make. So there is a little bit of prep work involved in making this weave. As I said, you will need 8 open and 8 closed of the 16 gauge 7/32 rings and 4 open for the 16 gauge 3/16 rings. So to prep for this weave, you will need to make 4 units of 2 and 2 from the open and closed 16 gauge 7/32 rings. When those are done, you will take your open 16 gauge 3/8 ring, and you're going to go through 2 rings, it doesn't matter which 2 rings, of each of the 2 by 2 units you just made. Okay, and then close that ring. So this is what it should look like. So you are going to take one set of the 2 and 2 chain that you just attached to the large ring. You're going, just like you would in Byzantine, you're going to flip back these 2 rings, and you want the 2 rings on the sides to kind of flap open. Now this can get a little bit fiddly. It does require a little bit of dexterity. You're going to go to the unit, the 2 by 2 next to the one you just flipped back, and you're going to do the same thing. So you should have 2 flipped back units that look like you're getting ready to do Byzantine. You're going to take 1 open 16 gauge 3/16 ring, and it's going to go into the one side ring from one unit and the side ring from the unit next to it. And close that ring. So that is what it should look like. And you're going to go around and do that for the rest of the units. So I'm flipping these back, identifying where that side ring is on both units, going in with my 16 gauge 3/16 ring to put both of those rings on and close. And I go to my next unit. This is the last unit that will not have been used. So again, I'm identifying the rings that I need to go through. And then for the last 2 units, one of them will probably have flipped around. So just make sure that those 2 rings that you flip back for Byzantine are actually flipped back before you add your ring. And I'm going to use my last 3/16 ring to go through those 2 side rings. And this is an aura unit. It's a pretty simple weave. It's just a little bit fiddly. So the rings I've used are 16 gauge 3/16 in copper, 16 gauge 7/32 in anodized aluminum, and 16 gauge 3/8 in anodized aluminum. The blue and the gold are our matte finish rings. So this is royal in matte finish, and then the inside ring is gold. So now we need to go ahead and do our other unit. And I also have an extra 3/16 ring here to attach the units together. So again, first I'm going to make my 2 and 2 chains with the 7/32 rings. Then I'm going to take my open 16 gauge 3/8 ring, and I'm going to put 2 rings from each 2 and 2 unit onto this open ring, like that. Close the ring, and then I'm going to do the flip back of 2 units that live next to each other. I'm going to grab the 2 closest rings from each unit with my 3/16 ring and close, and just go around and do that same thing, making sure that those rings that you flip back for Byzantine are indeed flipped back. See what I mean here? These 2 flipped, and they're surrounding the smaller ring, so just flip them back where they go. Okay, so that's our second aura 4, or aura, however you say it. Like so. And then to attach them, I mean, you can attach them however you want. These actually could be attached with these 4 rings if you want to make them in sort of a square orientation. You could attach them like I'm going to attach them, which is with just a ring in between these 2 corner pieces. The other thing you could do is if you wanted to attach the units together using 1 ring instead of a ring between them, you could probably take, you'd have to figure out the size, but you could take a slightly larger ring and attach it from these 2 rings to these 2 rings. But I'm going to attach it this way. I think it looks pretty like this. There you go, just like that. If you have any questions about a tutorial or a project, please reach out to us using our project help at TheRingLord email. If you need help with a product or an order, please reach out to customer service at orders@TheRingLord.com. Have a great day.